As promised, I am going over one of my favorite accessory feet for the Sergers. I'm currently working on the Triumph. I have set this up for a 4-thread overlock, and I have attached the lace applicator foot. And I will have, I'm not sure if you can zoom in. Let me grab something, sorry, in your way. So the lace applicator foot looks like this. It's got this little screw right here, and I can move this little bar to where I need to. And I've already done a test run, so I know that this is adjusted all the way over, which is the way I like it to put my binding on. This is just a regular 2.5-inch strip binding.
And you left a good tail too.
I did leave a good tail, just the same tail as you would if you are doing this on a sewing machine. It's the 10 inches or 12 inches, whatever you feel comfortable with, you are going to leave that tail. I did want to do something thicker, so I've chosen to grab one of my flannel quilts that I have yet, obviously, to put the binding on. So I have set this up for a 4-thread overlock. I've done it in colored thread, so as you see this come through, you'll be able to see the thread. I have my edge already bumped up to this edge of the applicator foot, and then I do want to let you know that I do have the blade set to the up position. I can move this blade anywhere. I can move it closer in to 6.5, or I can move it out to the 7.5 so it trims less. I'm actually going to move this back into the 6.5, and I've set the stitch length up at a 2.5, and I'm just going to go ahead and start. What I should have told you is that when I have the presser foot up, I have pushed all of my quilt and the binding in against this with the needles in the up position, and now I'm going to put them in the down position. I will lower the presser foot, and then I'm just going to go ahead and start. And so anything extra, it's just trimming off just a little bit. And what I really want to show you is a lot of people think at the end, when they get to the end of the quilt, you can't possibly do this like you do a sewing machine, but you can. And what I'm going to do is get to the end here. And I'm looking to see where my 1/4 inch is going to be, because basically, and I may even hand crank it, and I think that's pretty much it. So I'm going to raise my presser feet, raise the needles, raise this up, and believe it or not, I'm going to pull down on these needle threads. I want some slack on the needle threads, and I'm also going to pull slack down on my upper and lower loopers. And there's a reason for this. So I've pulled those taut. Now I have some slack, and I'm going to, as I've raised this up, I'm going to just kind of jimmy this out. Straighten out in just a second. Okay, so I got all this out. And I'm going to bring this back just like you would if you were sewing on a regular quilt. Now you noticed I've not cut anything. I'm going to jimmy this back in here all the way up to where my needles are.
You're still pushing all the way to the right against that guide as well, right?
I am pushing all the way against that guide, correct. This back out, everyone can see it. Okay. I think that's far enough, Carolyn. And what we'll do is, I'm going to do that same process again so you understand. The needles are in the up position. I'm raising my presser foot. I'm taking and getting extra thread from the needle. And I'm also going to do the same for my upper and lower looper. And I'm just going to pull everything back. And I can just cut all of this, trim that away. And this is on the back, just the same way it would be as if I sewed it on the sewing machine. And see, it really wouldn't even matter that I actually use this color thread because you're never going to see it. It's all going to be bound. And then I will just slip stitch this. So this is my favorite way because I do like sewing, binding on by hand. It's just something that I've always liked to do. So when that quilt binding foot came out for the Babylock though, I had gotten spoiled of putting it on the back and bringing it to the front. But this is hand sewing binding for me, is relaxing. So it's just something to think about, and it's a great, great foot. And here it is, the lace applicator foot. Everybody keep sending in your requests for the feet that you would like to see. We do enjoy that. And I do appreciate you watching this video. And if you have any questions, please give us a call at 704-879-4121.